Hi, I'm Will.
And I'm George, and we're here to share the story of our mum and her care at Cransley Hospice. July last year, mum started off with a little bit of a bad back, which she thought she'd hurt dancing at my cousin's wedding. But it got progressively worse and worse, and visits to osteopaths and painkillers didn't really work. Our auntie, mum's sister, was round every day trying to support her and help her in any way that she could, but it wasn't getting any better. In the middle of August last year, we went to the hospital where they did a few scans and initially found a brain tumour. So that was on the Wednesday, and then on the Friday they found that it was sort of everywhere.
Her reaction was very much how it continued throughout, was that we needed to get on with it. It was what it was, and there was nothing that we could do about it. We just had to carry on. Cransley was given as an option, and that seemed like the best option for Mum.
And for us.
Yeah, and for us, because Mum would go there and we weren't aware of this until she went, but the 24-hour care was something that Mum would need. The beds that could move Mum and stuff like that were all things that, she didn't have at home, and she would have had, and she did have at Cransley. So after 3.5 weeks at Ketch General, she moved to Cransley, where she spent the next 5 weeks. After a lot of help from Cransley finding the right care home for her, Mum moved out of Cransley on the Monday. She spent a couple of days there. On the morning of her 64th birthday, we got the phone call from the care home.
Mum was just the best mum ever, really. She was ultra positive. She made doing things with her really fun. Loved hosting, cooking. She just did everything for us, really.
Christmas and other family occasions, she was the life of the party and good fun to be around.
She was just really kind. A lot of people said that since she's passed away, how kind and smiley she was, which is really nice for us to hear.
Mum was our biggest supporter in sport, whether it was football, rugby or cricket. Cricket being our main sport, and she'd follow us all around, scoring, making teas, doing anything she could to help us and the clubs that we played for. She loved living in Thrapston, working in Thrapston, became friendly with a lot of people through walking the dog, through working in Thrapston, through us two as well. Yeah, she really got involved with the community.
Mum grew up on a farm. Our granddad was a farmer. So from when she was born, really, she was always around animals and loved taking care of them.
October of 2020 is when Lenny, the Jack Russell Cross Dachshund that Mum found and fell in love with straight away. We brought him home in December, and Mum treated him like her grandchild. You could see what an amazing grandmother she would have been.
I think when they first mentioned it at the hospital, I didn't really know what a hospice was. I wasn't really sure what to expect.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have expected it to be as good for her as it was.
And that was how Cransley helped, because we were there. We could go and visit whenever we wanted. Because you felt like she was putting on a brave face, so you'd rather be there than leave her to think about it. You wouldn't have expected seeing Mum as she was to have lasted the 5 weeks that she did at Cransley. Obviously medication helped with that, but she really did improve before deteriorating towards the end.
The doctors seemed to have so much time for us. Conversations didn't feel rushed, and they explained everything really well, and they were really good with Mum. When she arrived at Cransley, she kept saying, this is a bit special, isn't it? And asking how lucky she was to be there.
Oh, and the bill, who'd have to pay the bill and what the bill would be, because it was, such a nice place, and she was so well looked after, and the food was great, and the food that she did eat was great. Lenny, the dog, being able to come and visit her was a massive bonus. She loved that. You hear the word hospice and you think of the worst, but it's not the case at all. It was a really bright place that the carers made everything a bit more special.
And maybe even before Mum passed away, when we realised the level of care she was getting at Cransley, we thought we should do something.
And a cricket day was seemed a great option. We knew we'd have great support amongst the cricket community that we and Mum had been a part of.
So we had 8 6-a-side teams playing a tournament. It was great. We all had a team each, and then managed to get a couple of teams from people further away to boost the numbers. We wouldn't have been able to do it without our family, the Crokers and the Bennies, Mum's sister and brother. They organised the barbecue, the shirts, got teams together for us.
When we first talked about it, a figure of £10,000 as a target to reach was mentioned, and we all laughed it off. But I don't think we were expecting the generosity we got from everyone with the prizes, with the raffle. So many people came forward to help, to sponsor, to donate.
To raise over £16,000 was just overwhelming, really. It does show how generous people were. Yeah, I think Mum would have been proud. It'd be great if everyone that needs the care that our Mum did received it at Cransley Hospice. It made you realise that every moment matters, really.